Hi, today we're at the R.C. Dewar YMCA in Burlington, Kentucky. We're here to interview Jacob Brooks, who's the executive director at this YMCA. Today on People of Northern Kentucky. Hi, Jacob. Welcome to People of Northern Kentucky.
Hi, Joy.
And this is great. I've been in YMCA only a couple of times, so I'm excited to be able to show people exactly what it looks like and what you do here. But before we start with that, I want to find out some information about you personally. So where are you from originally?
Sure. Well, first, thanks for coming by. It's a pleasure to be on People of Northern Kentucky, and great to see you. So I'm originally from a little town in West Virginia called Vienna. It's right outside of Parkersburg, West Virginia. It's about 3.5 hours from here, so not too far. And born and raised there, family's still there. And it's been 10 years ago since my wife and I moved here to Northern Kentucky.
Okay, so you married while you was in West Virginia and then moved here.
We did. I lived here for about 3 weeks. So I got a job. Yeah, so funny, I was working, I just graduated college and was working for a CPA firm. Mm-hmm. And
that's a big difference, CPA firm, YMCA.
Yeah, so my degree's in accounting.
Oh.
And I worked for the Y during college. Okay. And so I started out working part-time in Parkersburg, West Virginia, my hometown, and worked there for 3 years. Had the opportunity to manage what we call an express Y, which are Ys with typically only a fitness center, okay. And we typically place them in a downtown business district, and the operations cater to business class, so right. Early mornings, lunch, and evening. Or
just need a quick workout.
You got it. So I managed that facility in Parkersburg for 2 years. Had an opportunity to go to the CPA firm, and thought that I would, try to work in my field of study, but immediately missed the Y, and yeah. So long story short, I started applying for different YMCA jobs within about a 6-hour radius around Parkersburg. Was fortunate to get a job here as a program director at our Kenton County program site. Okay. In July of 2007. So I worked here 3 weeks and then went back and got married, and then Andrea moved down with me.
Guess what? We're moving to Northern Kentucky. And I'm not going to be in the CPA firm anymore.
Exactly. So 2007 was a year of big change.
Yes, I should say
but for the better. I mean, it was really a good year.
Okay, well, nice. Well, talk a little bit more about your family, your wife, and your kids. You have 3 kids, right?
I have 3 kids, yeah. So
under the age of 3, I think you told me.
That is correct. Yes, all under the age of 3. So wasn't planned that way, but we're very blessed with 2-year-old twins, boy, girl, Will and Maddie, who are actually at preschool here at the Y, and then Annie, our youngest, just turned 1 in July. So they keep us on our toes, and I tell you, Andrea, my wife, she is certainly the first string. I mean, she's the A team when it comes to the kids. I'm the B team. Andrea she's also works full time as well. She's an instructional librarian at NKU, so she works in Steele Library, full-time job, and full-time mom. So she does a great job, and keeps my personal life stable. So it helps with the day job.
Oh, that's great. Yes, she sounds like a busy woman.
She is. She's great.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit about first your hobbies or anything you do outside of the Y before we get into like a tour of the Y.
Okay.
So I know you're like president of the Rotary, right?
Sure. So I took over as Rotary president July 1st of this year. So I'm just 2 months in on my presidency. I've been a member of the Florence Rotary Club for about 4.5 years now. And really, what drew me to Rotary was a couple things. One, their mantra of service above self. Very simple concept, but I think one that is needed more in our society. And I really like what they stand for. I like the positive impact that the Rotary Club has in the community. The Florence, if you go, any Rotary Club is going to be a little different, and their focus, their mission won't be different, but their focus on what they're supporting, and their outreach might be a little different depending on where you go.
Right. Which organizations they're coming
Right.
alongside of.
Right.
Yeah.
I really like the Florence Rotary. We have several. We've always been big supporters of Mary Rose Mission, and we're supporting Master Provisions and Go Pantry, and I think any type of program or support towards food insecurity is just a great program to be a part of. So that's one, and just the camaraderie with the other Rotarians. Just we've got just shy of 100 members, and they're just great people, and it's good camaraderie, and I enjoy seeing them every Monday and working with them. So that's one hobby. I love the outdoors. I love to be outdoors. I love to exercise.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes,
You're at
yeah. It's a
YMCA.
requirement of the job.
Right.
You got to practice what you preach, right?
That's right.
So I love to exercise. I love to run. This time of year, I love to run outside. I love to play golf.
Okay.
Not any good.
You don't have to be good to love it.
But
That's
yeah,
right.
the PGA Tour is not going to be calling anytime soon. But I love to get out and play and get together with friends and play golf. And then love to go out to dinner and experience Northern Kentucky, and love to go to sporting events. And so those are some things I do when I'm not at Rotary or working at the Y.
Right. And I heard it was just announced that you're going to be part of the Leadership Northern Kentucky class of 2018.
That is correct. Yes, that was a tremendous honor to be nominated for such a prestigious program in Northern Kentucky, but then to be selected was just a very humbling. To be a part of the class of 2018, and we had our kickoff breakfast, our leadership breakfast on Tuesday, and so I got to meet some of my classmates, and really looking forward to that. To be able to use the community as a classroom.
Yes.
to really learn how how the community as a whole kind of works and operates, and how everything's really intertwined is really exciting, and I'm looking forward to the next 9 months with that.
You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, great. I've heard nothing but great things about it from
Yes.
from the past.
Yes.
The past alumni.
Yes. So now let's go into the YMCA here.
Mhm.
It's RC Doer YMCA, and I know that y'all just had a building program here. So
Mhm.
first start into that. I saw you cutting a ribbon just the other day. So explain to us what this new part of the RC Doer YMCA is.
Sure. So the RC Durr YMCA was built in 2004, and it replaced the Tri-City YMCA in Florence on Main Street. And fast forward, to your point, we did just expand the original building for the second time. We added, with a partnership with Boone County Fiscal Court and the Northern Kentucky Area Development District, we added on about 1,000 square feet for our senior center back in 2007. So this was our second build out. And with this build out, we partnered with St. Elizabeth Healthcare to develop a healthy living center concept. And that entails a variety of different things, from educational seminars that will not only offer members, but will open up to the community. We'll open our doors to the community and allow them to come in, and we'll be the host, and the material will be presented by professionals from St. Elizabeth. We incorporated, as you saw when you walked in, we incorporated St. Elizabeth physical therapy, outpatient physical therapy in the building. Fun story on that is we used to, when this building was built, when the RC Durr Y was built in 2004, we had physical therapy in the basement of the Y.
Oh.
And then just that transitioned out, and then through conversations with St. Elizabeth, we're bringing it back. So this is our second time having outpatient physical therapy in the building, but it's a great concept. It's
well, at least they're not in the basement now.
Right. We got them out of the basement and got them front and center in the lobby.
They even got their own special parking spaces.
Yes, yes, we want their patients to feel welcome when they're coming here. The other nice thing too about having the outpatient physical therapy is, we have a lot of members who would work out here and then go to St. E. outpatient physical therapy. So it's more convenient, and that's really, in a nutshell, what we wanted to create with the partnership with St. Elizabeth was a convenient one-stop shop where not only members could exercise, learn how to be fit and active, but learn more about their own personal health needs, and that's where St. Elizabeth and their professionals come in. So it's really a one-stop shop for all your preventative health care.
Not just for YMCA members, but it's going to be a community hub.
Sure.
For these professional speakers on health.
Yeah.
What you can do to, maybe how do you help diabetes health-wise, or things
Absolutely.
like that, those kind of seminars.
Yeah.
You think would be here?
Diabetes. We have the Y has we've got a pretty well-established diabetes prevention program, and then once someone is unfortunately diagnosed with diabetes, St. Elizabeth can step in, and if we can't get to them, while it's just pre-diabetes or
Right.
post-diabetes or pre-diabetes, then we can refer them to St. Elizabeth to seek professional help once they've been diagnosed with diabetes. We'll do seminars on cardiovascular health. There's a wide range, as well as some joint partnerships outside of just physical therapy, but weight management programs that we'll offer, and those type of programs may be for as a benefit to our members only, but certainly the educational seminars we want to invite the community in.
That's great.
So
we've touched on a little bit of some of the things that YMCA does, but I want you to expand on that more. What are the services that you have? You have quite a bit of space now,
Sure.
inside and outside. So explain to me all the different things that the YMCA does.
Sure. So we could be here. We could go a long time.
Yes.
So I'll try and I'll condense it the best I can. We have a saying. We provide services for individuals from the cradle to the grave. So we have programs here for families who have infants. Our Kids Club program starts out at 6 weeks and goes all the way to 8 years of age, and that's drop-off child care while you work out. So if you and your family want to, mom and dad want to come get a workout in, they can bring their kids up. We'll watch them. It's a benefit of your membership, and go work out, have some quiet time. I mean, we have people that sit in our lobby and read. I mean, that's okay. And we'll watch the kids. Mental health, absolutely. We're mind, body, and spirit. I mean,
Right.
that's what it's about.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. So we've got that program. We also have licensed child care. One of the fun fact that unfortunately a lot of folks don't know is that YMCA's, and this is a national statistic, YMCA's are the #1 provider for child care across the country. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. We so for us here specifically at the RC Dur-Y, we have a preschool program here, and we serve kids all the way from 2 to 5 years of age. And then after preschool, we have before and after school programming here. So, family, not too many jobs that you can work, 8 to 2 or 8 to 2:30. So, kids need a place to go after school, and so we provide that as well. And those kids, and those are not babysitting programs. We have professional, credentialed staff that manage those programs and implement curriculum in those programs. So they're learning how to be physically active and the importance of physical activity. They're also getting homework help and tutoring in the after-school program. And preschool, we're working really hard to prepare those kids for kindergarten. So schools, Boone County, for example, will administer the Brigance testing to all incoming kindergartners. We work on a lot of those skills that they're tested on through the Brigance test, and 90% of our graduating preschoolers are ready for kindergarten. So we're very proud of that. That fact, and our teachers do just a fantastic job. I told you about the twins. My twins go to our preschool program here, and I've always felt very good about our preschool program and very highly of our preschool program. But being able to see our program through the lens of a parent
Right.
is a different perspective, and it makes me even that much more proud of what we do with early learning childcare. We do that. Fitness. Everybody, certainly knows that we are. We have a variety of wellness programs, from a fitness center, group exercise programming.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to tell us your services, because I think a lot of people only see that part of it. They think of you as a fitness club.
Right.
Right.
We're trying to, and we're trying to break that perception of just being a swim and gym. Because we really are more than that. Talked a little bit about the early childhood programs and the after school programs, but we're really a place for people to belong, and we're really a community hub for people to connect and make new friends. For an example, what we find is we have staff. So in the fitness center, for example, that can help coach, motivate, and guide members, new members through their workout, help them set goals to be successful and on their journey to live a healthier life. But what we find is actually when members connect with other members, they're more successful. And
they meet up at the gym,
right,
with their friends.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so that's something we're very proud of. And so we want to be a community hub for people to connect, to belong, to make friends.
But you did say something about swim and gyms. You have indoor and outdoor pool.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do have an indoor pool as well as an outdoor pool that we open from Memorial Weekend to Labor Day weekend. And unfortunately, it's getting ready to close. The outdoor pool is a fun time for us. It gets used a lot, and people can be outdoors, and it's a good. We're very fortunate to have the outdoor pool facility. We've got 2 outdoor pools. We have a lap pool that's outdoors, and then we have a splash pool with a slide.
Okay.
So a lot of fun. Then our indoor pool is open all year long. We have a competitive swim team, the RC Durr Barracudas.
Okay.
And they're in the indoor pool. We offer a variety of water fitness classes in the pool. We offer swim lessons. YMCA's invented swim lessons.
Oh.
That was part of our development early on as an organization. But preventing drownings is something that we're really working towards. And so not just teaching people how to swim, but educating kids about water safety and educating parents about water safety. Yes. Because it's really all about supervision, particularly for our little guys. And we do staff, we staff all of our pools with lifeguards, but we really, it's really on the parents. The lifeguards are our backup. The parents, it's really the responsibility of the parents to make sure that their child's safe and they know where their child is, where they are in the pool. And so we do a lot of education around aquatic safety.
Okay. Well, you talk about cradle to grave,
Mm-hmm.
and so you talked about the preschool programs and then the parents coming in and
Mm-hmm.
and exercising. But tell us a little bit about the senior citizen area that's
Sure.
there too.
Yep, so we have a full-fledged senior center on campus, and we see about 250 seniors come through in a month. And talk about a place where people can come to connect and make friends. I mean, that's a prime example, and exactly what a lot of those participants come to us for.
Yes.
And if they are, it's a free service for seniors. They also get access to our facility, so we have we invite them to participate in our some of our group exercise classes. They can use the fitness center. We also make sure we provide educational seminars for them, whether it's around health topics that would pertain to them, or it would we have a couple of financial advisors that come in and talk about financial health and how to manage your money after retirement and things like that. So it's overall health, not just physical, but financial health as well, that we provide to them. And we actually manage both we have the senior center here on site. We also manage the Florence Senior Center in Florence, as well as the Walton Senior Center.
Oh, okay.
And so
that all comes under the umbrella of the YMCA.
It does. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, those two sites. The facilities are owned by the city of Florence, the city of Walton, but we provide the services there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So.
Okay. So any other things that you see coming to the YMCA here?
Sure. One program that, with our expansion, that we're getting ready to kick off is our Move Strong performance training program. And Move Strong is it's a functional training, and so it's we will advertise it in Move Strong, the Move Strong program. They advertise it as a way you work out through using primitive movements, and so.
Okay, explain that.
Absolutely, I will. Yeah, when I first read it, I was like, "What in the world primitive movements? What in the world does that mean?"
Yes.
Well, you think of working out, lifting weights using machines. It's repetitive, consistent motion, and they the Move Strong movement, the designer and developer of Move Strong really came up with this program because and he correlates it back when we're kids, and he'll ask you, when's the last time you actually did a squat, a correct squat? And some people, depending on who the audience is, they'll tell you, well, I squat all the time. And so, the question was, when did you do a correct squat? And the only time we really truly do a correct squat is when you're an infant. If you ever watch an infant squat all the way down the floor and then raise back up, that's our correct squat. Or climb monkey bars.
Oh, well, I did that as a kid.
Yeah, I did that as a kid. And so it's exercised through almost play and primitive movement. So it's not restrictive, consistent movements. It's a lot of pull-ups, push-ups, band suspension training. We have a rig that has a monkey. It's got a monkey bar on it. So we'll be training participants to developing their bodies to be able to go clear across the monkey bar. We've got a stationary tire flip so that you can flip tires, and so it's not. It may look like CrossFit, but it's not. It's really completely different than CrossFit. But some people want to kind of get the visual. It's not CrossFit, but it's kind of like it.
So that's one of the things you're going to be doing in your new building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll kick that off later this year.
Okay, all right. So I imagine y'all have a lot of newer programs coming up because of that, because now you have extra space.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we added 12,000 square feet to the existing building, and the programs that we expanded on were our wellness program space and youth development space. So we've seen a growing need for the after-school programming that I was telling you about, that I described earlier, and so part of the additional space will be able to continue to grow and we have room for more students to come here after school as a place.
Your after-school program can expand.
Yeah, after school can expand. We also recognized, a couple years ago that something we were lacking was programming space for what we call tweens. So 9, 10, 13, 14, that age range. And so we've added space to really attract and have a place for that demographic to go.
Sounds like you really do have something for every every age here.
We try to. Yeah, we really try to have something for everybody.
Thank you for joining us today. Every Thursday at 10 a.m., get to know your neighbor by catching a new edition of People of Northern Kentucky.